feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no wave.
Wait, what? Okay. Is it this? Give me 1 second.
Oh, I heard that the Jay-Z album is finished.
Okay, I'm gonna
Topic out there. No, seriously.
So this is what I think.
I need some virality.
All right. Basically, I don't even need to play what Mark says. Mark is he's scared of Charlemagne or Jay-Z like that's his daddy. So I get it. He just came over to hip-hop. He's pussyfooting a little bit. Joe, you know what I do like about Joe? I kind of thought Joe was maybe going to be a Rock Nation shill. But one thing I do like about Joe is only loyal to that motherfucking coin. And when Joe realizes he could get that Skrilla without you, he ain't going to be loyal to a motherfucking thing but the goddamn Benjamin Franklins. So even Jay-Z, you get what I'm saying? Even I could see he bucks back at Jay-Z. He just ain't going to go all the way there with him. But he's not going to let him control him. You know why? Them greenbacks control Joe. Okay? That blue cheese. He knows them niggas on them Patronis won't need him to give it up. So he'll give it up about Jay. You know, he was a little slow with the Diddy stuff, but he gave it up about Diddy too. I like that about Joe. I'd rather Joe be loyal to the bread, and which subsequently means loyal to your supporters, than be loyal to a nigga. You see, Joe don't look at none of these niggas like, oh, they got an opportunity that they could help him with. Joe's making 20 M's without them. Fuck them niggas. You get what I'm saying? And he probably remembers some shit that, you know, Jay probably fucking did at Def Jam to get him out of there. Like, so he keep it 100. But all these other niggas on the couch, well warranted. They were like, I don't know what you talking about. Joe finally gives it up. Here we go. I'm gonna have Joe talk for a bit, and then I'm gonna take a piss.
Trump.
Akademiks.
He was working for Rock Nation, and he was like, now it all ties in and it all tracks. So I just think he was a little harsh to give him Donkey of the Day for that.
Yeah, that's it.
Part that I want to address the most. Charlemagne said, I'm going to get past all of the personal attacks over here. Let's go.
Where's the donkey? My whole algorithm has been Charlemagne, Akademiks, and Ray Daniels. Looks like they've scrubbed this Donkey Today shit. I'm having trouble finding it. But it showed you what he said.
Oh, he was a little rough. He was a little rough.
On his podcast,
here we go.
Ray Daniels Presents, I believe it's called. And he said definitively, okay, without a shadow of a doubt, that Jay-Z had a new album coming out. Let's listen.
Your reputation at all costs. We have to learn from Hov. Hov is not going to put himself out there to be laughed. It's just, I'm not doing 60,000, y'all. By the way, tell you something I heard about on the Jay-Z tip. Just a little quick update. His album's done.
Funny shit, he plays the clip
it's just
where he says,
what I heard.
Maybe he missed that part.
You cannot play about your
All right. I know Joe be having the, what do you call it again? The copyright shit. I got to make sure we ain't get copyrighted with Joe shit. You know, Joe got this shit on some militant shit. I ain't going to hold you. Fuck with it still, Joe. I rock with it, my boy. I rock with it. Let me just make sure we didn't get copyrighted, you know? Yeah, Joe make sure niggas, Joe said, yo, Joe don't give a fuck about fair use. Joe make sure niggas got to pay him his money to use his clips. Hilarious. I love it. Let's make sure we didn't get copywritten. Yo, Joe, add me to the fucking whitelist, man. You ain't gonna let Big Act pay $500 a month. Oh, yo, Joe, add your boy to the whitelist. You know you good for all my content too? It's all good, brother. It's all good.
You said this like a month ago.
Yeah, somebody called and confirmed it from me, so I was like, okay, I just want to reveal it.
All right, Joe's gonna give it up like right here.
Viral.
On like a little too raw.
Okay. So basically, they kind of, or Joe, you know, he finally gives it up and says, yo, it was kind of odd that Ray Daniels gets Donkey Today for a rumor, and a rumor that people don't even think is that crazy of a rumor, that Jay has an album coming out. That's not even like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, you know what would be crazy if you're like, yo, Jay, Beyonce, and Rihanna have an album coming out that's dropping next week. That's a rumor where, like, if you get that wrong, you're getting cooked. That's Donkey Today worthy, because if you say that, you don't even let that float in the ecosphere without some strong, you know? But the idea that Jay has an album coming out, I think it's so tame, right? Anyway, he gets Donkey Today, and, you know, Joe basically got to kind of answer what he thinks about it, and he kind of keeps it a bean.
Okay, because I thought he was in the music industry already, but he said to me saying the things he says gets him attention from these music.
All right.
I'm gonna cut it off because Ray is my man, and he just going like a little too
This
hard
is way too
for
much. Ray was
work.
just talking about the importance of brand alignment. Like it wasn't
Yes.
like he was reaching for Jay-Z virality. Like he was just that was just a little tidbit. Ray does sometimes do things for virality. I can
does. This
openly
wasn't
admit
it.
that.
This
This is
wasn't-
to
this
me
is
not
not it.
even close to one of those situations.
So I think he was a little rough. Pause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reason behind
Mark,
it?
now that you've heard it,
I'm also confused why Charlemagne would hide Rock Nation ties if there are any.
I mean,
Oh,
I don't. Whenever this stuff came out last month, and I don't remember every specific detail of it. It was clear that they have business relationship. I think again, it's the wordplay. I don't work for them.
it has not been clear. I don't know why you keep saying that.
When-
yo, Joe, man. Yo, Joe. I see the strategy, Joe. Joe, you know you were the original shooter, right? You can't keep just hiding in the cut while Big Ack is taking on everybody. I'm not saying we got to be Batman and Robin. I'm not saying we even got to be the event. Oh, never mind. Y'all say our whole ventures. I'm just saying. You know you got the same questions as me. You just want me to ask him and me to basically get swatted for it. Yo. And this what made me realize he think the same shit as I do.
Well, he sat with
That's
Ack. He
one of them-
talked
that's
about.
With the
one-
stuff with Ack, I'm talking about that came out. Didn't
They talked about it for a minute.
He still did not
No,
say
he
that.
did
I'm
not-
in bed
he
with
never
Rock
He said
Nation.
that they.
I'm not
He
talking
said
about what he
that.
said. I'm saying there's an. They
It
clearly
looks
have-
like it.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
what Charlemagne said. He said that his extent. If I'm freestyling, so
Yeah.
forgive me if I'm wrong.
You're not
but
quoting.
the gist of it was that him and Rock Nation were working on some of the casino shit in Midtown, which goes back to me saying all this shit is
That's
so
what I'm saying.
weird front for fucking casino business. But
He
that's
has
what
a-
he said on the
that- he
Academics.
has a
post.
business
And
relationship
also
with
what
them.
he said,
said
in
that
that
he
Ack
said it like it
interview
was from
was,
an
I am a
investment
fan
perspective.
of Hove the way you are a fan of Drake, and if an opportunity comes up, why wouldn't I take it the same way you would take it?
Yeah.
My thing is this with Charlemagne, right?
Tell me your thing. This was the moment I'm like, is Joe trying to get into a casino deal too? But I ain't gonna lie, that 20M's got Joe real good now. Joe don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas. I like this type of Joe. All you had to do was give Joe financial freedom, man. He don't give a fuck about y'all niggas no more. I love it. Charlemagne ain't happy with the 200 mil. He want billions. So he on Rock Nation, whatever Rock Nation need him to do. But Joe cool. You know why? Joe know he made this shit from the mud. Straight from the mud. Gangster timing from the mud. He remember them $15,000 payments from Everyday Struggle? Showing up 4 days a week, 5 days a week, arguing with me for hours on hours, showing up 6 a.m. in the morning. 20M's, well deserved, my brother. You feel me? Joe don't like no boss. He don't like saying yes, massa. He don't want to be with no, he don't want to be posed up on the couch, you know what I mean, with his legs look like he in the principal office with Desiree Press. He don't want to do that. I could tell he don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. It's big boss Joe over here. He want to be in the Ferrari with his chick from Houston. He want to be on the balcony doing his thing. He want to be on the PJ with Ian. You know what I mean? He want to be at Say Less. You know what I mean? He want to be in the strip club in Starlets. Yo, Joe on some bullshit. I respect it. But let's see how he gives it up.
Yeah, we came on here and said that you won the debate with Academics. Fact.
Nah, we got to go back on that. It's like when Devin Haney got knocked out by the nigga with the steroids. Hold up now, time out. Hold up. Could we call that yo? This nigga has steroids. He was what the fuck? I'm playing up.
I never said you came away unscathed.
Oh.
I never said you just left that fight without a bruise or a mark on your face.
Yeah, Joe.
That narrative exists
Joe.
now.
Yeah, Joe.
And there seems to be a little bit of merit and a little bit of credence to it. And all you do is help when you seemingly jump in front of anything coming Rock Nation's way or Hove's way or Desiree's way.
Yeah, Joe.
That's what it appears like, right? Like, I don't know his business. I don't know who he works for or with. But in that Ack interview, it came out that, hey, if we did get the casino, you would have a piece of it. That's, to me, is called working with.
But no, because the way he kind of worded it.
Okay now. Okay. Hey, chat. Chat, we're trying to figure out who's, you got the K-bots. Who are the rock bots? Who are the Rock Nation shills? Joe got a pulse, y'all. He got a pulse. He could possibly think for himself. Hold up. Wait a minute. Don't write him off yet. Hold on.
I'm an investor here.
Yeah.
Like I can be an investor, or any one of us can be an investor with another big conglomerate.
Sure.
That don't necessarily mean that we are investing as a unit together.
That's real simple to say. And if you
Oh, shit. Y'all got a good name. Say a rock bot is basically a robot. Dalton Jackson. Okay. Dalton Jackson. Let's get it.
you say that, it's easily understood by whoever is digesting that comment. Charlemagne never really speaks directly to things. He always speaks in like some type of code to where, to where
Speaks like an AI. He speaks like Dalton Jackson. He got a pulse, y'all.
I'm saying it, but I'm not saying, hey, if they would have got it, I'd have been in on it. But they didn't get it, so I wasn't in on it, so that wasn't an ad. Axe point was, hey, that all of that should have been said across airwaves, and you might have been violating whatever rules you. I don't talk about that because I'm not Poetic Flacco and them niggas that get on the internet and get to ratting on everybody about what they did wrong.
Oh, shit. I've been waiting to use that shit. Yo, I like how Joe did that. He just dry snitched, but he said, I ain't Flacco, though. I ain't gonna full snitch. I like that. What you say? This is good.
Whereas I'm saying it, but I'm not saying, hey, if they would have got it, I'd have been in on it. But they didn't get it, so I wasn't in on it, so that wasn't an ad. Axe point was, hey, that all of that should have been said across airwaves, and you might have been violating whatever rules you. I don't talk about that because I'm not Poetic Flacco and them niggas that get on the internet and get to ratting on everybody about what they did wrong. That's not my bad.
I was about to say, but that to
Oh, shit. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Joe. Don't tell me you just like smoke signals to Flacco that he should look up a crime or something. Chill out, Joe. You don't want Flacco and Trap on the case. Not Detective Flock and Detective Trap Moore Ross. Yeah, maybe this could be in maybe Detective Dalton J. I don't know.
Charlemagne's defense, he don't have to.
Well, you do have to.
Well, you have to disclose
You
that.
do
That
have
was
to.
the point.
No, I'm saying
legally,
I don't have to you got to let somebody know that he has an affiliation with Rock Nation.
Yes.
If y'all are in business,
if you are saying something like, over the airwaves.
Now, Joe, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate to defend Charlemagne, but to me, oh shit, it's still blocked on. Yo, Graham, man, cause you make him unblock me, man. All right, hold on. To me, like, with all due respect. Wait, where'd it go? What the fuck? Am I tripping? Listen. With all due respect, Joe, this was all the disclosure we needed right here, man. This was all the disclosure right here, bruv. Yo, Poetic Flacco, I need you to interview Dalton Jackson. Let's get back.
As if it's an ad and you are not expressing your personal affiliation with that, you are violating.
It ain't just airwaves.
FCC
like
rules.
they got that shit now with social media, all that. You can't post something if it's. You have to let it be known that this is an ad.
Yeah,
you cannot just make
But
it
that's
look
an
like
ad.
That's where.
But
But
that's
that's
what it
where
is.
the
They
great-
ads. They sticky ads. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
if I got business dealings with your company, with that's that ish, and I'm somewhere talking about that's that ish in a positive light, but I have an interest there.
That
I have to
nobody
make that
knows about.
and nobody know.
Yeah.
That's illegal. I have
think
to
what
make
gets
that
tricky
interest
is
known.
An advertisement is something that I pay for. So if you just fuck
That's not
with
true.
it,
No, that's not necessarily true.
It's not true.
I think where it gets
really?
not definitive.
Okay, man. Let's get to
side,
it.
because we do that here. We fucking get caught up in that. Throw that to the side. Even the picture with Desiree.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this picture? Joe Budden. Oof. Yo, Joe, you losing the game. Joe is losing the chat. This nigga Joe manic or some shit. He off the angel dust again. Holy shit. Joe, what in this picture screams, I am a mouthpiece for Rock Nation? What are you talking about, Joe? Joe, what in this picture screams that I will do anything for Rock Nation? What in it? I just don't get it. Like, guys like Joe Budden just want to, like, act like Charlamagne is not his own sovereign being.
To be able to take a picture with Desiree.
Yeah.
Does say something.
I think it was an interview, right?
I don't know what it was.
It looked like they want to set for an
I've
interview.
never met Desiree, Mark.
Okay.
I've only ever heard about her from
Same.
people that I know and care about and love.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit more about her. She claims to have a stalker, but she's lying, in my opinion. I think she's losing it. Her name is Desiree Perez. By all reports, she placed, allegedly, a camera inside her daughter's room to record her daughter. She's also half racist, allegedly. After I read something that allegedly she used racial epithets to describe her daughter's boyfriend or fiance or husband. She wasn't down with the brown. And it wasn't brown. She wasn't down with the black, okay? So, I don't know if you know one of them ones, but I'll give you a little bit more history on her. Just search up her name with the cartel. And you will see that she was linked to a major federal narcotics case in 1994 involving a drug smuggling ring with connection to the cartel and trafficking in South Florida, Puerto Rico, and Colombia. Arrested for possession of narcotics and conspiracy to distribute 35 kilos of coke. Damn, 35 kilos of coke. At least it's not the 92 bricks that Jay lost, right? Yeah. She later cooperated with federal authorities and the DA as an informant before she later received a full pardon from the President of the United States, Donald Trump, from the MAGA Republicans in January 2021. Huh. She was 26 then. She was indicted with 18 others following a 4-year investigation. Huh. Her cooperation with the government, she helped federal prosecutors and DA to track and record major drug traffickers out of Colombia and Puerto Rico. You heard what it says? Record? Checking for a wire or earpiece, people. Checking for a wire or an earpiece. Okay? $35 kilos of coke. She worked closely with these agents, U.S. Attorney said. She wore a wire on no less than the 4 or 5 locations she was in Puerto Rico. Checking for a wire or earpiece, please. You think this motherfucker won't have a white van outside your house? You think this motherfucker won't get you swatted? You think this motherfucker won't have some random people just claim they're suing you, steak, and all type of red? You think so? This motherfucker was down to carry that kilo of coke in her song, people. She was down to carry the kilos of cocaine in that. Allegedly, I don't know. I'm just reading the case and I'm over here thinking. She was down to carry the kilos of cocaine. I don't know, chat. She know the real Pablo, the real Noriega. Maybe he owes her 100 favors. Holy. Transcript describes how mutual and regard and respect developed between Perez and the DA special agents she worked with to bust the Colombians. Damn. Moving cocaine shipments of 50 to 100 kilos. She went the extra mile. Oh my God, extra credit. Oh my God. She got extra credit extension. This is like a star in a refrigerator. Oh, no, you go in the Rock Nation office, you go in the break room. There's a star from the federal government, the DEA. Thank you, Desiree Perez, for locking away these Colombians and all the drug traffickers who have poisoned the United States with their filth. Holy. She dropped 81. It's like some Bam Adebayo type shit. She was released. She gone the extra mile. And it's, when the people trying to put you in jail write a letter that is so proud of you saying, we believe the defendant is fully rehabilitated. What? What type of telling could you do that they say that you are fully rehabilitated? God damn. Lord Jesus. What type of snitching is this? She was released in July, placed on 5-year supervised release. She began working at night spots in Miami Beach. Ha! Was she selling that? And I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, was she selling that? I don't know. She was supposed to meet her probation officer at one of them, at Club Onyx. If she might have been carrying that cocaine, and now she's working in like a club like that. I mean, I don't know. Allegedly, this might be really crazy. I don't know. It's just. Oh, then she skipped town. Oh, what the hell? I thought they said she snitched with flying colors. What the fuck? The fugitive resurfaced 9 months later in Brooklyn when she was arrested. She was charged with grand larceny, criminal use of drug Oh, nah. Allegedly. Desiree, I rock with you. I don't know why they say they got a stalker for you. Next time when the stalker appears outside the building, you got to send Charlamagne the God out there to clear the scene. Okay? I don't know why this article trying to describe you as a crack. I know you are nothing of the sort. You're an upstanding businesswoman, and to be honest, me and the rest of the black community and your contributions to hip-hop, I am very proud of you. I think you're an illustrious woman who has nothing but the interests of black people in your decision-making. She was then sentenced to 9 months in prison and 3 years supervised release. Despite that, a DEA agent from the case and a lawyer said they weren't surprised by Desiree Perez's career turnaround. They said she's a stunning and bright woman, a very smart lady. She's appeared to have been in business with Jay-Z since 2002. She runs or helped runs 4040 Club. The liquor license application actually listed Desiree Perez's father. Interesting. As the president, director, and 50% stockholder in the club. Okay, so now we see why Jay-Z is tied to her and cannot be separated. The liquor license initially for the 4040, according to this article, Desiree Perez's father filed for. Why did Jay not file for the whole thing himself? Don't know. Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, owned the other half. She was ultimately there by her current husband, Juan O.G. Perez, who was a president of Rock Nation Sports, who's also is another partner in the sports bar chain. You hear Jay-Z rap, "Catch me at the X with OG at the Yankee game. I made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee can." He rapped about in Empire State of Mind. OG is Desiree Perez's husband, Juan O.G. Perez. By 2003, the Perezes were the operators of the club in 25th Street in Manhattan, a trendy club named for the exclusive groups, including Rodriguez, who achieved the rare feat of hitting 40 home runs and stealing 40 bases in a single season. In 2003, Perez boasted to the New York Times that stars like Alex Rodriguez of the Texas Rangers often come by after the games in the New York area. Perez soon became one of the most trusted members in Jay-Z's entourage. She's part of the international pop stars Rihanna's management team and has even been photographed partying with Beyonce. But to make Rock Nation a true empire, the organization needs to expand beyond music. Last year, to great fanfare, Jay-Z created Rock Nation Sports, start representing athletes. Baseball insiders say Perez was an important voice in the business from the beginning. From Florida Panthers executive Michael Yormark acknowledged the role that Perez played when he left the NHL team and joined Roc Nation Sports. I'm extremely honored and humbled to be joining Jay-Z's Roc Nation Sports as president and chief strategist. I'm thrilled. Interesting. Sources tell the news that Alex Rodriguez listens to Desiree Perez and others in Jay-Z's circle because he hopes to become an agent himself, perhaps even after joining the hip-hop star's fledgling agency. That would explain Rodriguez's decision-making. He was aware of all the options, one source says. He chose to follow Desiree. Interesting. Just another day at the office. All good. Back to Joseph.
They speak very highly of her in terms of her business savvy, how shrewd she is, and how she gets things done.
I've seen her.
I've also heard about other things to where, yeah, I could understand that side as well. So when these people get to talking about, Roc Nation and that's the way they may be playing outside of the lines of the rule book, I'm home saying, yeah, that's how they play.
And again, back to my point
how they all
last
play.
time, especially once you start getting into political, economic shit at that level, it's a different level of game that they're
a
playing.
whole different ball game.
Yeah.
That's
Why are you
but
so-
we're no
so
longer talking about critiquing music.
Well,
in art.
that's why I
We're
would
here talking about like the whole business of politics is fucking mudslinging
see
and protecting someone from being
backdoor
mudslinged.
Parks, I agree, but that's why I was surprised to see a bullet used for something for Ray for something that seems so low stakes. Because if an album's not coming out, who gives a shit? And if it is, we're gonna find out it is anyway. So
maybe the fact that it ain't about the album, it's the part that he's saying about
Corporate
there has to be a business, a deal tied to that album. Maybe that was going to be hidden one way or another. That you talking about something that the masses ain't supposed to know. But because again, today everything is numbers based. So if this album drop and them numbers look a certain way, y'all not supposed to know it looked a certain way because
It all happened with Magna Carta, by the way.
yes,
Yes.
it was Sony, Samsung.
Yeah.
But it look a certain way, right, to people that have no idea about none of this shit that's being spoken about.
which is the
right?
masses.
Like, I've met Jay-Z before and had a few talks with him in my past, right? Looking at this, I would put all my poker chips to the table to say, Jay-Z is not telling Charlamagne to go out there and go to bat for everything that is being said about him.
Oh, I agree.
No,
I would agree with that.
Yeah, no.
I would bet the farm
No.
that he's not telling.
Joe, let me help you connect the dots. The nigga's still trying to get in gambling, bro. That's what it is, bro. It is what it is.
I don't heard that.
Okay.
Telling him that. So why he feels like he needs to do it or he's obligated to do it is coming from somewhere else
I was
and
about to say,
something else.
So let me ask you a question.
Not saying it's not Roc Nation affiliated.
Exactly.
Because he took the pick with Dez.
That's what I was about to say.
But listen, if Hov is saying, yo, Dez run all this shit, go talk to Dez. Then that's what you're dealing with now.
I agree.
So when people say Roc Nation, yeah, they saying Jay-Z, but oftentimes when people say it, they're really talking about this woman
company,
who
the
I've
company.
never met. I can't, they be like, Joe, say something, say that. I can't say I've never met the lady.
But see,
I've never met this woman.
yeah, same.
But I heard.
Let me put my Roc Nation cape on for
She's
just a
the reason
second.
we got-
I heard.
Don't do that, buddy. Hey, by the way, Mark, since I see you getting all cool with my man DJ Vlad, and since you claim you're a journalist, we've squashed our beef. I'm going to give you all the details because you love seeming clueless when it comes to this topic. You know everything about everything else. Or you purport to be because I see you debating with people, even though I've seen you lose a couple. It wasn't that good. Anyway, but I'm going to give you all the things you need to maybe do 15 seconds of research that maybe you could talk more definitively about this topic when it gets brought up. I'll give you something in about like 20 seconds. I'll let the video finish, all right? Just stay tuned. Are you here, Mark? This is if you care. This is what you claim you do. I kind of want to send you back to politics because you're just an opinion head now. You're supposed to come with, you see what Trap Lord Ross and What's the Dirt's doing? That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposedly this big journalist that came into hip hop. You shouldn't have some white dude from UK doing a better job than you and a white dude from Canada doing it. You're the journalist. Or maybe Lauren LaRosa. You're in Harrison, New Jersey, just running around doing a bunch of nothing. You love reporting about what you heard. I'll give you something too. Stick around for about another minute and a half. I'll give you something. Oh, and for the rest of my YouTubers who, again, I've realized everybody now want to like, oh, Ak, you maybe weren't that crazy. You want me to give you something else? Give me a minute and 30 seconds. Let's hear what Joe has to tell you, and we just do it.
She the reason to do, listen.
I heard she don't blame.
We was outside that Yankee Stadium shit when all that shit was fucked up. We was out there for hours, and they said that the gates was opening, and they wasn't, and it was, and it wasn't. We saw her walk over. She whispered something to that guard, and within 10 minutes at least, I don't know, niggas was inside.
It was like Malcolm X in the movie.
Yo, no bullshit. She came out. She was like,
dog. I seen Ak online the other day. Hey, Ak, let me tell you, I absolutely love all of this shit that you got going on. You are turning it up. A 46-year-old nigga like me loves to see it because I be home with low energy. Like, yeah, talk about that shit, yo. But Ak was talking on the stream and got swatted.
Give me a bit. Desiree, you tuned in?
Right, he's right in the middle of his Rock Nation bag. Seen something on the cameras, had to run outside, had to go in, and he came back in and talked about it. What a good content piece if you get swatted, right? But I'm home with low energy saying, yeah, that's why I don't do it.
yeah, why do you want the problems, yo?
Hey, no, Ice, these fake.
Oh, man. Ice, let me tell you this. You're either going to be in this shit and get moved around like a peon in a pawn, and they'll X you out when they want to, or you're going to have some type of balls and stand for something. If your demeanor in this shit is that I just want to get along and survive, even though things are happening that is going across every morals you have in your body, and it's also affecting you, and you're saying you're just going to lay on the sword because you just rather just lay down and die rather than at least fight? Okay, that might be you. It doesn't seem to be me, unfortunately. Maybe for myself.
Being so stupid. Hey, why you don't talk about this? Because I don't like getting swatted. I don't like having lawyer fees for nothing. I don't like getting sued over some shit that read like bullshit on the paper. I don't like creating enemies with people who have the resources to make my life a living hell every day for the rest of my life. I don't. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Choose your battles.
That's my take on it.
Choose your battles.
That's my take on it. Hey, Ak, salute. Hey, get him.
It's a whole bar for everything. Do not bark up that tree. That tree will fall on you.
Let me put on my Rock Nation cape for just a second.
There you go. Come on, Mark.
Because as we're talking it through, and again, I think Charlamagne overreacted with the donkey of the day shit. That didn't need to happen. That's it's weird. It was a weird decision to make. To me, honestly, because we wouldn't be talking about the story except for that happening.
Right.
Okay, Mark, either you're really dumb or you're just keep trying to act like you're dumb. So I hope you're tuned in. Somebody over there, the JBP TV community, they'll send this to you. I'll drop one more bomb. Hey, listen, I got bombs to drop all day. You still can't connect the dots, huh? I'll connect dots for you. Remember, so let's keep up. Let's keep up. We're going to use ChatGPT. Oh, by the way, I love this. I love this photo. I love it. Right? I love it. No more sit downs. Fuck them all. It's time for war, right? Fuck the sit downs, right? Let me show you something else. Let's use ChatGPT. How many lawsuits currently are filed against Drake and Steak? They're going to tell us. Let's see what they say. Okay. All right. Good. So it was a bunch of cases. They claim there's a main one, right? Now, I need everybody to clip this video. You have my permission to reuse this in all formats. Discuss it. Use your brain. Don't lie to the audience. This is what they claim, right? Remember, in the interview with Charlamagne, he says you have zero proof who is behind these lawsuits, right? Yes? No? Yes? Right? Cool. In all the lawsuits filed with Drake, Aiden Ross, George, and Stake, they claim that there's one main one that kind of originated outside in Virginia, I believe. There's been a bunch of other ones, but they're replicas. Okay? They're replicas. I'll tell you the latest update on it. The judge has paused the class action lawsuit. Basically, I'll give you the, I want to be fair. It basically says, hey, listen, Stake isn't that regulated here, and, Drake has promoted it. We think he's promoting it and sending money through Stake to bot his streams. Random allegations that really, you can't tell if it's like, is it a music op? Is it a casino app? Or op? Is it what type of op is this? Well, we're going to try to figure it out. You have to be a little bit smart to figure this out. Okay, so let's try to work on it. So this lawsuit got filed, and it was filed on the last day of 2025. The latest update is that the Judge Leonie Brinkema, says, based on the terms of conditions for Stake, when a user signs up, before they deposit money, before it's, they go anywhere on the site, they have to accept the terms and condition, which includes a arbitration clause. An arbitration clause is an agreement that if there is any type of things that could be litigated about you being hurt by the site, whatever, like you lost money, you logged in and it took your money, you have to go through an arbitration, not just file in open court. Arbitration is private court. Think about it like that. Arbitration is private court. It's usually paid for by the company. So Stake will pay for an arbitration. What does that do? And I want to be very open and honest. It kind of doesn't encourage a lot of people to keep doing this because you really don't know much of what happens in arbitration. It's a private court. It basically, they appoint a judge. It's not even a judge that's paid by the citizens. It's a judge usually that's a retired judge. The whole process is kind of funded by the company that elects for arbitration. Your choice of dealing with that company is you signing that terms and conditions. For you to have an account on Stake, you have to sign the terms and conditions. There was 8 people supposedly that was trying to do a class action lawsuit in Virginia against Stake. What was agreed, and this is what this judge decided. Number one, 6 of the people never had Stake accounts. So how could you be damaged by a company that you never even had a way to log into? That's a problem. But 2 people did have Stake accounts. Well, according to the arbitration agreement, if you two had any issue with Stake, you can't just file a lawsuit in open court. You got to go to arbitration. And Stake told the court that, hey, we have an arbitration agreement. We're down to go to arbitration with those 2 people. They could tell us what they've lost. We could try to figure it out with a retired judge and da-da-da. It's a whole different process. The judge in federal court says, I agree. The judge says, take it off the docket, which means this is no longer an active lawsuit versus Drake, Stake, George, Aiden Ross. This is to be handled privately via a arbitration with stake.com. Okay. Now, very interesting. I remember seeing these lawsuits pop up and I'm like, why do they keep using George? Finally, they added the biggest. And when I mean the biggest, Big Ak got added to one of the lawsuits. It was a lawsuit that came out of Jersey. Now, the reason why I'm talking about it here is because everybody likes talking about these things, but nobody wants to be a journalist no more. They'll claim I'm not a journalist, but when I give them the things to be a journalist, they don't want to be it no more because it doesn't help their effort. So I'm talking about a case that I'm sued in because I want to lay it out for y'all. I'm literally want to lay it out for y'all that y'all could be journalists. Because remember, I'm not a journalist. I'm trash. I'm giving it to you. I'm sued. They sued Drake, Stake, Aiden Ross, George, and they finally put me in a lawsuit in New Jersey. It claimed there was an individual who lives in Union, New Jersey, that was trying to start a class action lawsuit against Stake and all the other people saying that they lost money in Stake, and that in Jersey, you know, it shouldn't be like promoted that way. And, right? Not only it should not be promoted that way, they were looking for other people to join the class action lawsuit. It was one guy. Okay? We're going to use ChatGPT because I want to show you, like, I'm not hiding nothing here. New Jersey lawsuit, Stake Drake. Just search that up. A class action lawsuit filed in New Jersey, 2026. Ironically, almost around the time when we see Charlamagne start popping out. Targets Drake, internet personality Aiden Ross, DJ Akademiks. It's the first time I've ever gotten put in one of these lawsuits. And Stake. It accuses them of racketeering. Wow. This is why Charlamagne shows up with an AI website. Consumer fraud, whatever. Here are the defendants. Drake, Aiden Ross, Akademiks, Stake, and Kick. I want to give you the update. As of about a week ago, the New Jersey court, they filed it even in my county that I live in now. Hey, you know, shout out to Stake. Them Stake lawyers gonna get on everything now. I ain't gonna cap with you. After Stake petitioned the court, they realized this is not the place for them to file it. What happened is that they moved the case. They said, hey, this is not for a New Jersey court to deal with. We're going to kick it up to federal. Okay? No one reported about that. You know why? Look. By the way, it's the same Impressa legal group. The same Impressa legal group y'all seen from What's the Dirt shit, right? Right? Here's what nobody has said. It got sent to federal court. It got sent to federal court. So the one in Virginia got sent to arbitration. That got paused. And the one in my state, in my county, the court in my county said, you came with a class action lawsuit. We don't even have to look at the arbitration stuff yet. Based on what you're saying it's over $5 million in losses. It's only one person that's suing. He doesn't even have a class. A class action, he's supposed to have a bunch of people. It's one guy. So what they said is, we're going to, based on what you're claiming might be the damages and how broad it is, we're going to remand it from this court and send it to federal court. Again, everybody who is listening to my voice, I'm saying it slowly. Akademiks is speaking about his own case. So now it's in federal court. Are we all following me? Are we all following me? I'm going to make this so nice and easy for y'all. Okay? It is sent to federal court. Actually, if you go to, look, court listener. I'm not even going to go to Pacer. Actually, I could go to Pacer. Let me just log in. Let me log in. I don't want to show you about Pacer shit before y'all niggas start acting weird. I want to show proof of everything. Because I don't want to be like, yeah, he said it, but I don't know. Because that's hip-hop niggas love being dumb. He said it. I don't really know. I'm pulling up my government, my federal court government account to look up my own case. I want everybody and their mama. Got it. I don't know if you ever seen this, but I'll do it live. Fuck it. This is my real name, Alan Livingston. This is federal. I'm telling you, the case they filed on me in Jersey, Stake responded to it. Their lawyers are on everything. Stake lawyers ain't playing with these niggas, okay? Rock Nation, y'all got some bread, but I ain't gonna lie. Stake might got a little bit more. I ain't gonna hold you. Hold up. But let me not say Rock Nation yet. When you search my name, there's only two things that come up. Okay? There was the deposition thing because there was a motion to compel. Looked like they've taken that off. I don't know who this is out of Southern District. So you can search my name up here. Look, it says, this is the guy, Nufio Sweepstakes Limited. That is a company that deals with stake or kick or whatever. Okay? When you click on the case number, I want you to click on it. I click here and I'm going to see all events. Okay? And I'm going to open files right here that y'all could just see what I'm doing. There's no Charlemagne, no sleight of hand. You know what it says? It's $5.50. I'll take the fee. Fuck it. I'll take the fee. Let's look at the documents. It's going to show that it was removed from Jersey court. And this, I'm showing you this for a reason, because I don't want nobody says it's made this up. I don't do AI shit like Charlemagne. I don't do that shit. When I say it's facts, nigga. It's taking a second. They'll charge your account. Fuck it. It's cool. Good. Okay. These are the lawyers for Sweepstakes Limited, also known as Stake US. They got one of them big dogs out of New York. Look what it says. United States District of Jersey. Listen what it says. Defendant Stake, with full reservation of all defenses, hereby removes this class action from Superior Court of New Jersey, from Monmouth County, to the United States District Court for the District of New Jersey. Again, they're notifying federal district court that is no longer a state case. This is a federal case. So now y'all know we're on the same page. Okay? They tell you why. They said we're doing this. This removal is proper because this is a civil action filed as a class action. The proposed class is more than 100 members, yet it was one person that sued. The aggregate amount in controversy is over $5 million. And the exclusive interest and costs and the minimal diversity exists between the parties. Removal is independently proper under the Federal Arbitration Act, because the subject of matter also relates to an arbitration agreement, which, by the way, so they're going to do the same thing with these people to say, or with this guy, because it's a class, but it's one guy. Hey, we had an arbitration agreement, okay? And notice of this removal, states, okay, okay. So this is the plaintiff, okay? This is the plaintiff. He's represented by these people here, Impressa Legal Group, right? And they want like a trial. Okay, bet. Defendant Stake, okay. This is a stake and kick, okay? Bet. Okay. Now, these are the allegations, right? And we don't need to get into it. Well, actually, I mean, we can. They claim Drake gets over $100 million. They claim that Drake is using Stake to bot his streams. They claim that Grand Wizard is a person who moves around money to bot streams, and Stake is just like a front for stream botting. They also claim that Stake is profiting from this guy's losses, and they shouldn't be based on where they're located. Whatever. Okay. I only show you this, and by the way, you guys could look this up. It takes $5 if you guys need it. And all y'all journalists and all y'all YouTubers who love talking about this but have no facts, I just told you how to get it. I just showed it on my screen. So if you talk about this and you're not pulling it up and reading it, you're just a fucking shill too. It's okay. Let me get to what I really want to get to. So the great thing about federal court is that, and let me go back a bit. The great thing about federal court, let's click back on the case. So when I click here and I go to, I want to see all the docket stuff, so we're going to run a query. When we go down, I'm going to show you a few things that's very interesting. Okay? A few things that's very interesting. When in these cases where you sue a corporation like Stake, there's a lot of things that got to get filed because you're suing a company. Well, they do a notice of removal, so it's removed from the local courts. And because Stake has responded to this, they're given these necessary things that you need for a company to be sued. So, for example, Stake does a corporate disclosure. It's going to tell people, hey, listen, Stake is owned by, right? You're going to see, pursuant to that, Stake is owned by this company. No public entity owns this. You have to do disclosures. You have to do these disclosures before we even get to anything pre-trial. Are you paying attention? This is not a Charlemagne. This is a big act. So Stake discloses that, right? I want to go back to, again, the docket. Let's go back again. Go back again. I want y'all to see this plain as day. There's nothing I'm hiding. Okay? This is not AI. This is going to be up for life. This is pacer.gov. This is not inversewire.com. Dalton Jackson and Leonard McKelvey.com. That's none of that. This is government website. Okay. They figure out we have lawyers appearing on behalf of Kick, lawyers appearing on behalf of Stake. Stake got the bread. They're not playing with this shit. Okay? Lawyers appearing on behalf of Easy Goat. They're associated with Stake, Kick. And then what happens is, what we start to see is there's a bunch of lawyers that start appearing for the plaintiff. Lubin Eric for Jason. Joshua Mays for Jason. Hold on. There's more. Here we go. Richard Kelsey for Jason. Now, I want to show you this because Stake is a $1 billion company. You tell me some random nigga out of New Jersey, he got the bread to be like, he's going lawyer for lawyer with motherfucking Stake? Hey, whatever you say, I'm down with. It's okay. It's okay. So Stake they're putting the big dogs on it. They're putting the big dogs. But Jason is coming with some big lawyers too. Okay? I'll show you who else? Hold on. Let me see. By the way, this magistrate is the same magistrate. Brendan Day is the same guy who dealt with my issue with Meg Thee Stallion. Shout out to him. Let me see. Okay. These are motions to appear. Now, there is another. Let me show you this. Another person who jumps in the case on behalf of this guy. Let's say this guy said he claimed he lost money. How could you afford all these lawyers? Ooh, impress a legal group. Okay, we see what's going on. Okay, so Impress a Legal Group is on it. They got a bunch of Jersey lawyers on it. They even got some New York lawyers on it. You ready for the magic trick? No AI. You know when Charlamagne says, how do you know who's behind it? Perfect. Well, 2 days ago, you know how I said Stake had to make their disclosure? Well, the plaintiff, the Nufio dude, Jason Nufio, had to make a disclosure too. Guess what disclosure was? Who is funding this? Third-party litigation funding disclosure statement. Oh, wow. So this random guy is suing Stake. He's added a shit ton of lawyers. It's now going federal, and he got all the lawyers in the world, but now he has to disclose who's paying for this. How you paying for this shit? Let's click on it and see what's up. Okay. Cost 20 cents. I'll take it. Let's look at it. All right. Plaintiff has entered into a litigation funding agreement with Polig LLC, the funder. It's a New York limited liability company with the principal address at 477 Madison Avenue, New York, New York. Funder was organized under the laws of New York. Here's this. The funder does not process, and its approval is not required for any litigation or settlement decision in this action. The plaintiff and his counsel retain exclusive authority over and control over the strategy, prosecution, resolution, and settlement of this matter. Here's the thing. Nature of financial interest. They have to disclose this. See, Charlamagne, this is what's a proper disclosure is, brother. This is how you properly disclose, okay? They have to do this because we're in court. We're not in AI land no more. The funder provided plaintiff with a forgivable loan. Oh, wow. Chat, have you got a forgivable loan? They have given the plaintiff a forgivable loan. Oh, my God. A forgivable loan. It's a forgivable loan in order to pay legal fees. So this funder has provided plaintiff with a forgivable loan in order to pay legal fees. Repayment is only contingent upon the result of this litigation, with repayment happening only upon and if the recovery exceeds the amount of the loan. So we don't even know the amount of the loan. With such repayment on a contingency basis. A forgivable loan. That's good. You know how many people I would sue if I had a forgivable loan? Wow. And the only way you got to pay it is if you get money exceeding the loan. Who the hell would do this? Well, we go back up. And the funder, their name is Polig LLC. Let me do a little math for y'all, chat. I'll make this quick. We don't know who that is, right? Poleg LLC. It's a company, right? Let's see. It's a corporate entity linked to this guy. Okay. All right. Huh. We don't know what company this is, right? This is a little bit odd. It's a little bit odd. Well, you know what? Let's look at their investors. It appears you might be referring to Tamir Polig, the co-founder and CEO of Real Brokerage, and rather than named whatever, major institutional shareholders in the Real Brokerage include a large venture and private. Okay. So the co-founder, the co-founder has these. So it's associated with Real Brokerage. Sorry, I can't talk. And these are the key stakeholders and investors. For shits and giggles. Let's do this. Shits and giggles, okay? Shits and giggles, right? Shits and giggles, right? Shits and giggles. Let's just type in Insight Partners. This is a Google, okay? This is a Google. Insight Partner. I don't know. Let's just put Rock Nation. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. Maybe we're manic. Oh. Insight Partners and Rock Nation both participated as co-investors in a major $325 million funding from Michael Rubin's digital sports platform and merchandising giant Fanatics, which boosted the company's valuation to $18 billion. Oh. 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 Jay-Z and Rock Nation invested in Michael Rubin's Fanatics, now valued at $18 billion. This was a funding round that closed at $325 million. Major investments came from Jay-Z, Rock Nation, MLB, SoftBank, Silver Lake, Elridge, TWG, and Insight Partners. The same Insight Partners that seems to be behind the company funding the lawsuit in a forgivable loan. Let me get this straight. So Insight Partners is funding a litigation against Drake, me, Steak, Aiden Ross, Grand Wizard through Polig LLC. They claim it's a forgivable loan. The other time we see them do anything, they're connected to Jay-Z in investing in Fanatics. Didn't I tell you about Fanatics Sportsbook? Didn't I tell you that there's gambling? Didn't What's the Dirt connect all of the groups that Fanatics is actually associated with that is supposedly anti-stake? Huh. So one of the major partners that's partnered with Jay and Rock Nation for Fanatics is essentially behind the funding of a lawsuit with me, Drake, Aiden Ross, and Steak. Yeah, that got nothing to do with Jay. Yep. Yep. Got nothing to do with Jay. Nigga, it's clear as day. Chat, it's fucking clear as day. It is clear as fucking day. Let me look it up for you one more fucking time. 2 days ago, the nigga who's suing me and Steak and Drake literally had to divulge who is funding all of these big lawyers that they're getting. And we also see Impressa Legal Group who was with suing in another state. They literally said the funder is Polig LLC. Polig LLC, one of their biggest investors through seemingly its founder, is Insights. Okay? Is Insights, what is it? Insights Media or something? What is it called? Insight Partners. Just Google it. Who are the investors in Polig LLC? Who are the investors? Okay. By the way, it's gonna connect to this real thing because remember, the Polig guy, his name is Tamir Polig. So he's the guy. That's his company. Okay? So Polig LLC is this Tamir Polig guy, right? All you got to do, Insights Partners, Tamir Polig. Search that up. This is 2020. $20 million gets put in by Insight Partners. They're all in the same shit, bro. Then Insight Partners go in for Fanatics. It says it on the website. Insight Partners. Insight Partners. Remember, Polig LLC funded by Insight Partners. Remember, it said Polig LLC, it's getting money from Insight Partners. Insight Partners partnered with Fanatics, the market leader for sports merchandise, a technology, I wonder if this is coincidence. Don't hold your breath. Lauren LaRosa wouldn't even look this way. Nor what's his name? Mark Lamont? Yeah. What's the dirt? I'll be looking for the next episode. Trap Lil Ross, I'll be looking for the next episode. Flacco, I know you're going to have a good time with this one. Chad, they say, yo, you can't find out who's funded. Like, who's after you act? Well, I think we just found it. We found out who's funding it, right? We found out who's funding it. We found out who funds the funder, right? We found out. So I want to make it Polig LLC and Insights. Polig LLC, which is owned by Tamir Polig. Insights Partners. There we go. Polig and LLC with Insights Partners. And now you can even look up Tamir Polig. Fanatics. Yeah. Huh. Interesting, chat. We're going to leave that there. I'll look for the real journalist to flush this one out. But just remember, some niggas getting funded by a forgivable loan by this company. And this company seems to be linked to this company. And this company has business with this company. And this company, we all know their lapdog is this guy. And that's their boss. I think that's pretty much, we solved the case. Okay? I'm going to go over it one more time. The lawsuit in Jersey got sent to federal court. Everybody has to make disclosures. The plaintiff just disclosed that they're being funded by this company. It's a forgivable loan, which means they don't got to pay it back. This company is owned by this guy. It's owned by this guy. Okay? Let me look at his page to see if I see any bullshit. You never know. Like, sometimes you be sitting there. You might be with Desiree too. You never know. You never know with this shit. Okay. It's with this guy. Okay? He has Real Brokerage and Insights who donated $20 million on some investor shit. And it creates basically a fund that is funded by Insights Partner. The same Insights Partner is as well with Jay-Z and Rock Nation as I want to make sure this is Insights Partners, Jay-Z. Fanatics raised $325 million from Jay-Z, SoftBank, Rock Nation, Insight Partners. We're spelling it out for y'all, chat. Y'all can't even go wrong. Can't even go wrong. Poleg LLC has an investment by Insights. Okay? It's being fussed. So the lawsuit, let's go back again. I got to spell it out for the dummies. The lawsuit against me, Drake, Steak, George. It's been funded by these people. When we look what that is being funded by, it has an equity investment. The CEO owns that company and it's been funded by Insight Partners. Okay? So the company on the paperwork is being funded by Insight Partners. We look up and Jay-Z and Insight Partners both invested in Fanatics. That was a $325 million round and brought the valuation of Fanatics to $18 billion. $18 billion. Essentially, Jay-Z is now a partner with Insight Partners. Insight Partners has this on their site. And these are the people sent to execute the play. We're not done yet. Oh, you think the rabbit hole doesn't go deeper? Well, let's see. So now we know the lawsuit's being funded by Poleg LLC through Insight Partners. I don't know. probably right that we look at some of these people who work at, I don't know, Insight Partners, huh? Let's check this one out. So Devin Parrick, he's a managing director. By the way, this is insightpartners.com/team. Devin Parrick, he's a managing director at Insight Partners. Since joining in 2000, he's made more than 140 investments in enterprise software, data, consumer, this and third. Okay, all over the place. I see him. Currently, he serves on the board of directors for, check this one out, Alteryx, checkout.com, Quality, Diligent, DistroKid, Fanatics. Interesting. Fanatics. Gamma IAD, Momentive Software. By the way, this is not Gamma, the record company, or the distribution music hub or whatever. Other companies within the portfolio include all of these. Interesting. His previous investments include these things. In addition, he serves as a board member for Okay. I'm trying to read through this really quickly. Sorry. And yeah. Okay. Prior to this, he was a banking. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting, chat. We'll see. Let's just keep that in the back of our mind. Table that for now. What you got going on? We'll see. Okay. Give me another topic. We can move on a little bit. I'll let you guys stir with that info if you care about it. But the idea that no one knows where it's being funded from, I want to point out one more time. From federal documents where you have to swear under the penalty of perjury. This is a disclosure form. The lawsuit is being funded by these guys. These guys are in business with these guys. And these guys have combined with Jay-Z and Rock Nation to invest in these guys. They also have a casino. And from there, you go on the partners page, they got these guys there too. Then you go here and you realize even a joke might be telling the truth. That's an annual employee evaluation. Sounds like he's getting promoted, huh? It's all good. All right.